We're, we're getting ready to work some cattle for Murphy Brown Cattle Company. The other guy in the blue shirt there was the herdsman, and the young lady was Ashley McDowell. She's just a spectator, wanting to watch the dogs work the cattle. We're going to work two or three dogs here and just move these cattle back and forth. I think we've worked them once. We've worked them once before, and we're going back to work them a second time to get them used to moving with the four-wheeler and with the dogs, and so the man with the herdsman can move them where he wants to, when he wants to, and how he wants to. Sent a couple of dogs down to get in behind them, and going to bring them, try to bring them up to where we are. It's a pretty good distance away. But we'll be working 2 to 3 dogs here, and once we get them started, we could probably cut back to one dog. It was so hot, I just left the other dogs down, and what we're going to do, just move them around a little bit. The more you work them, the easier they get to work. But it's hot today, and it's hard on the dogs, and it's a little hard on the cattle also. I'm working a dog called Snow Hill Boss, Snow Hill Nan, and Snow Hill Tony. We sort of got them moving towards us now, but they're going a little fast, so the dogs will come around to slow them down here, and then they'll go back and get behind, and they don't like for the cattle to be running, so they'll automatically come to the front to slow them down a little bit. Get back in the back, and they'll nip a nose or two to get them going back in the right direction. Sometimes it's pretty hard to get the flow started back once you slow it down, but the old saying is you don't put weight on running cows, so we're not wanting to run them any more than possible. We just want to move them slow and easy, and let them just sort of go at their own pace, and the more you work them, the calmer they get, and they'll cut some of that run out. But this is some brood cows. It's where they already bred back, and he just wants to get them used to being worked with the dog before they have calves. And the more you work them, the easier it's going to be when they do have the calves. We call the dogs off here to give them some water and take a little break. It's pretty hot, and while we are taking a break, the cattle decide they want to go back to where they came from, where it had some trees and some shade, so they headed back in that direction. But we sent the dogs ahead to shut them down and get them turned around and bring them back to us. You probably see here we just going to be moving the four-wheeler back and forth and backing up a little bit. The herdsman just want to see if the dogs can bring them up close, and so that he would know what to expect when he was out with their dogs and checking the cattle. He wanted to be able to get right in there with the herd, sort of look them over and check, see if there's any problems with any of them, and if you can get them where they're gentle enough that you can ride all in them and around them. That's what he was trying to accomplish with the dogs, and it's what he wants to accomplish with the dogs. He can have a little dog box and four-wheeler and ride around, either dog box in the truck and ride out in the pasture, and send the dogs out to get the cattle and bring them up and hold them there close to the truck or wherever he wants to put them, or if he wants to switch pastures or whatever, he'll be able to do it. And they have 45 herds he has a lot to check and a lot of riding to do from one herd to the next, and he likes to check them pretty often, especially after they have them bred and as it gets closer to calving time. But he doesn't want to be harassing them. He wants everything to be slow and easy and as gentle as possible, without much stress. And so this is what we're trying to do, is just get them used to everything without a lot of stress. So as you'll see, the more we work on me here, the slower they're getting, and they stopping to run off and trying to get away. So he wants to bring them on back up, put them in the corner, and let the dogs hold them in there and see if he can get down on foot and maybe check them out and so forth. So this is what we're going to try to do here, is bring them on up to where we can have them in a confined area, and he can walk through them and check them out. So you'll be able to see this as we get on closer to the end of the pasture here. We have them headed in the right direction, and they still have just a little bit of run in them. They run a little bit and stop, run a little bit and stop. So the main thing we're trying to do is just move them slow and easy, and you'll see that they're finally getting to where they back into a walk, and they'll stop that running. So we don't want to get them any hotter than we have to. It's pretty hot today on the dogs and the cattle. So you see we got them up close now, and you're gonna get them over here in a corner and sort of let them settle down and stay there for a little bit. The dogs sort of keep them over in that corner, and he can get off and go in there and check them out. So this is one of the purposes of getting to work. You'll see him get off the four-wheeler in a minute and walk over to the cows and look them over. So dogs have brought him right up to the four-wheeler and have him in the corner, and there he is getting off and looking around and checking them over. So he seems to be pretty well pleased with what the dogs have accomplished, and he thinks that's going to be the way to go, working the cattle with the dogs. And it's going to save him a lot of time, a lot of manpower, and be less stress on the cows, and get a lot more done. So thanks to the good work of good border collies.